Good morning, all. In previous lecture, we have seen from starting from the first lecture. Let us revise some examples that we have seen. Some examples depends on the first type, that is integration over the curve C with function fz is given inside the integration sign, and the curve is given as the circle equation. Then the method is you have to use the substitution method, that is substitution is fixed. If z is there, if z present in the example, then put z equal to r e raised to I theta, or you can put z minus a equal to r e raised to I theta. Then second type, if the integration function is given with curve and that curve is given in the form of path, and that path we have seen many paths we have seen in examples. So the paths are like examples, for example straight line or parabola. So if path is present, the integration function plus path, the path is given, then what is the method for finding the integration answer? So we have to first find the path equation, then find dz value, then convert the given example into x or y variable, and then solve that integration regularly by using the integration formula. If the example contains two or more paths, then we have to solve that integration, or we have to obtain the answer of that integration, given integration, separately for each path. Get the answer of integration of each path separately, and add all these answers, or add all these answers of that integration, we get the final required answer of the given integration. Then next example we have seen of the type, if integration function is given and denominator is given, like some examples we have seen. Denominator is like we can factorize the denominator, or the factors, the denominator is given in the form of factors. Then we used the Cauchy integral formula. If the denominator has the factors, then use Cauchy integral formula. Then next type we seen that if the denominator has the factors and these factors repeated 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, etc., and the repetition is given in the form of bracket raised to the power. If there is a factor z minus a, then the denominator is like z minus a raised to 4. Then it means that z minus a factor is repeated 4 times. So such factors, if repeats, then we have to use the Cauchy extension formula. Now we can see the next examples of the type, or we have to use the Taylor series expansion formula. So the Taylor series is the formula is, if fz is analytic function, analytic means that fz satisfies the CR equations, that is Cauchy-Riemann equations. If fz is analytic function inside the curve, and that curve is given as this in the form of circle equation. If fz is analytic function inside the curve, that curve is equal to circle equation with the center at A means center at A means A0 center, or you can take z equal to A center, and radius r. Then what is the formula for Taylor series? Or you can expand the given function fz by using Taylor series as fz equal to fa plus z minus a into f dash a plus z minus a bracket square upon 2 factorial f double dash a. This Taylor series formula is given in the form of series. Series means if you want to write the further terms, or you don't write the further terms. Such examples are asked in exam for 5 or 6 marks. So you can write the formula up to f triple dash a, or you can write the formula up to f double dash a. But by solving the examples, while you solve the examples by using Taylor series, that time we have to find the minimum three non-zero derivative terms, so that you can get the full marks, 5 or 6 marks. So generally these examples are asked for the 5 or 6 marks. So you can find three non-zero derivative terms. So first derivative term is f dash a, then second derivative term is f double dash a, third derivative term is f triple dash a. So write the formula up to triple dash f triple dash a term. So I have written up to double dash a. No problem, you can write this also up to this term also. So this is your Taylor series formula. And again there is a next formula, Maclaurin series formula. This Maclaurin series formula we can get from the Taylor series formula itself. So Taylor series formula is this. So if we put a equal to 0, that is the here a z equal to a is your center for Taylor series. And if we put a equal to 0 means you have to take the center as 0 0 and radius r. Then what we get this series is fz equal to f0 plus z minus 0, that is z f dash 0 plus z minus 0, that is z square upon 2 factorial f double dash a, f double dash 0 plus z cube upon 3 factorial. The next term will be z cube upon 3 factorial f triple dash 0, etc. So this type of series is known as Maclaurin series. So just remember Taylor series, and in that Taylor series put a equal to 0, we get Maclaurin series easily. So these are formulae. So let us see the examples. So find the Taylor series expansion of fz equal to e raised to z about z equal to a. So what is the method for finding the Taylor series expansion of given function fz? So here Taylor series formula is this. In this formula we want f of a term, then f dash a term, then f double dash a term, etc. So first we have to find these derivative terms, then put the values of these derivative terms and the value of a in this series, we get the Taylor series expansion of the given function fz. So here fz equal to e raised to z, formula is this. Taylor series about z equal to a is given as, this is your formula. And in given example we have to find the Taylor series about z equal to a, that is there is no any change in a value. Here in example, if we compare this formula with this, z equal to a is given in the formula, and also in example z equal to a is given. So by comparing, there is no any change in a value. So here the value of a is a. So there is no change in formula, Taylor series formula. So similar formula we have to use for this example. Just in this example we have to put the values of these derivative terms. So how to get these derivative terms? F of a means, so write the fz first. So fz is given, and it is always given in the example generally. So fz equal to e raised to z. What is the value of f of a? F of a we have to obtain from fz, that is put here z equal to a, we get f of a. So put here z equal to a, e raised to a, which is value of f of a. Then to find the next derivative term, to find the first derivative term f dash a, first we have to find the f dash z. So from fz you can calculate the first derivative of fz. So fz first derivative is f dash z, e raised to z derivative is e raised to z. Now again put here z equal to a, we get f dash a equal to e raised to a. So again similar value we get for derivative term also, because the function is given like exponential function. So derivative of exponential function is similar or we get the similar terms while we take the exponential function for derivative. Then f double dash z is e raised to z derivative, next derivative, e raised to z derivative is e raised to z. Then f double dash a, the next term we have to calculate as f double dash a. Again put z equal to a here, so f double dash a equal to e raised to a. F triple dash z is equal to again e raised to z derivative, next derivative is e raised to z. So f triple dash a is f triple dash a means put z equal to a here, so we get again e raised to a. So all the derivative terms and fa values are same. Put all these values here, we get fz equal to, fz is given as e raised to z equal to fa value is e raised to a plus z minus a as it is, f dash is e raised to a plus z minus a bracket square upon 2 factorial as it is, f double dash second derivative term is e raised to a plus etc. Now this is your Taylor series expansion, that is the Taylor series expansion means we have to expand this given function fz equal to e raised to z in the form of series by using this Taylor series formula. So here just simplify this series, that is take e raised to a common and in bracket the remaining terms are 1 plus z minus a square upon 2 factorial plus z minus a bracket cube upon 3 factorial etc. So this is your Taylor series formula. You can simplify this in the next term, in the next step, that is 2 factorial is 2 and 3 factorial is 6. So this is your Taylor series example. Next example is find the Taylor series expansion of fz equal to, now the fz is given as different term. So fz equal to 1 upon z square minus z minus 6, about z equal to minus 1, and next point is about z equal to 1. So now see the let's see the first point, about z equal to minus 1. So for Taylor series expansion, use Taylor series formula. Then this is your fz, so find its derivative terms. So fz equal to the given function. Then to put the values in the Taylor series formula, we have to find the fa first. First value is fa. So find this fa value from fz by putting z equal to a. And z equal to a means whatever the function is given and we ask the Taylor series expansion about which value, that value is your a value. So here about z equal to minus 1 means here a value is given as 1 and in next part the a value is 1. So put a equal to minus 1 in Taylor series formula. We have z minus minus plus 1 f dash minus 1, z minus minus plus 1 bracket square upon 2 factorial f double dash minus 1 etc. Now you can put this a value last in at the last step. Now first while you solve the example using Taylor series method, first obtain the derivative terms, because for the these steps the maximum marks are there. So if the Taylor series example is asked, then find first derivative terms. So here fz equal to 1 upon z square minus z minus 6, which is given. Then f of a means f of minus 1, that is put here z equal to minus 1. So 1 upon minus 1 square minus minus 1 minus 6. After simplification we get minus 1 by 4. Then find f dash z. F dash z means derivative of fz. So fz derivative is f dash and 1 upon derivative is, so use the derivative formula. 1 by x derivative is minus 1 upon x square. So this is your basic formula of derivative. But here the single variable is not given. In denominator single variable is here x, but here variable is z, but only 1 by z is not given. Z equation is given in the denominator, so we have to use the bracket formula. So 1 by b derivative is minus 1 upon b square into derivative of b. So here compare this formula with the given function, we get b value as denominator. This is your denominator. So b value is z square minus z minus 6. Put this b value z square minus z minus 6 in this formula. We have minus 1 upon z square minus z minus 6 bracket square into derivative of z square minus z minus 6. So minus 1 upon z square minus z minus 6 bracket square into derivative of this b value. So this is your b value. So its derivative is z square derivative is 2z, minus z derivative is minus 1, and minus 6 is constant, derivative is 0. For z square derivative, use x square derivative formula. X square derivative is 2x. Then for minus z, use minus x derivative. Minus x derivative is minus 1. So again minus z, z is variable here. So minus z derivative is minus 1. And the constant derivative is 0, minus 6 derivative is 0. Then we want f dash a. Next term is, we have to find as f dash a. That is f dash minus 1. So put here z equal to minus 1. Minus 1 upon minus 1 square minus minus 1 minus 6 bracket square. After simplification we get 3 by 16. Next find f double dash z, because this is your first non-zero derivative term. So for getting full marks for 5 or 6 marks, we want 3 non-zero derivative terms. So this is your first derivative term. Then next derivative term is this. If the example is going with extra calculation or extra calculative steps, then you can obtain only 2 non-zero derivative terms. So it is enough to get the 5 or 6 marks. If the fz is given as the complicated function or it consumes maximum calculation, then you can avoid the third non-zero derivative term to calculate. You can obtain only 2 non-zero derivative terms. So this type of example is this. Here the calculation is the calculation is time consuming. So find the 2 non-zero derivative terms. You can get full marks also. So f double dash means here minus 2z minus 1 upon bracket square. So here numerator contains z variable, denominator contains z variable. So hence we have to use the quotient rule. Quotient rule is, if numerator upon denominator variable terms are given, then by quotient rule, denominator square, then here denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator. So this is your formula, basic formula which you have studied in 12th standard. So numerator is minus 2z minus 1 and denominator is bracket square. So denominator square means its square, so it becomes bracket raised to 4. Then write denominator as it is. Then derivative of numerator. So derivative of numerator is this minus sign as it is. 2z minus 1 derivative is 2z derivative is 2, and this minus sign will get minus 2, and minus 1 derivative is 0. So we get numerator derivative as minus 2 into here I have write directly denominator square, then denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator as it is. This is your numerator. Here minus 1 into 2z minus 1, minus 1 into 2z minus 1. So this minus get plus, and this 2z minus 1 into derivative of this denominator. This is your denominator. So here this minus get plus. So I have written directly minus plus. But in quotient rule there is a minus sign in between two terms in numerator. Into 2z minus 1 into derivative of denominator. So denominator is this bracket square. So here what is the derivative of this? So bracket square means we have to use the b square bracket square formula. So bracket square derivative is 2b into derivative of b. These bracket formulae generally we have seen in previous year, or you can see the 12th standard composite formulae, or you can see the first assignment. In first assignment we you have written all these formulae with bracket formulae also. So see the these bracket formulae from the first assignment for the reference. So bracket square means here b value is this bracket. So 2 bracket 2 into bracket into derivative of bracket. So this is your b value, derivative of b. So z square derivative is 2z minus z derivative is minus 1 minus 6 derivative is 0. So we get 2 into z square minus z minus 6 into 2z minus 1. So this is your derivative of denominator. So just simplify this by taking common bracket as z square minus z minus 6 from numerator and cancel that bracket with this denominator power. So we have minus 2 first bracket we have cancelled, so here remaining one bracket. So minus 2 into 1 bracket as z square minus z minus 6, then plus 2 into 2z minus 1 2z minus 1, that is 2z minus 1 bracket square. So this is your f double dash z. Then we want f double dash a value is here minus 1, so f double dash minus 1. So put in this f double dash z, z equal to minus 1. So put here z equal to in this step put z equal to minus 1, and after simplification using calc we have the answer as minus 13 by 32. So put these all values f a, f dash a, f double dash a, where a value is minus 1. In this formula we have f a value is minus 1 by 4 plus z a value is minus 1, so z plus 1, f dash a value is 3 by 16 plus z minus a value is minus 1, so z plus 1 upon 2 factorial square into f double dash a, that is f double dash minus 1 is minus 13 by 32. So simplify this, we get this answer. 2 factorial is 2, so 2 into 32 is 64, then this plus minus minus 13 upon 64 bracket square, etc. So this is your Taylor series expansion. Then next is about z equal to z equal to 1. So you can take this as a assignment. Just you have to use this formula first, then find these derivative terms f z, f dash z, f double dash z, f double dash f double up to f double dash z. Then find f of a. So here a value is different, a value is 1. So put here a value as 1, we get f of 1. Then a 1, that is f dash 1, then a equal to 1, we get f double dash 1. And put these values in this formula, Taylor series formula, we get Taylor series expansion of this given function about z equal to 1. So similar example is this, so you can take as a assignment. Third example is sorry for the disturbance. Third example is find Taylor series of the given function f z equal to 1 upon 2z plus 1 bracket cube about z equal to 0 and about z equal to 2. So here this example you can take as a assignment. Just here the calculative step is that you have to find the derivative terms. So this is just this is the just you can say the calculation. Otherwise you have to put only the points, given points in the given derivative terms. So here just I will show you the derivative terms or derivative answers, and you can put the values of z equal to 0 means here a value is 0, z equal to 2 means here a value is 2. So f z value is this 1 upon 2z plus 1 bracket cube, and f of a means f of 0. So put here z equal to 0, we get answer. Then f dash z means take the derivative. So 1 upon 2z plus 1 bracket cube, its derivative is take this upon term in numerator. the power will be minus 3. Then use x raised to n formula. X raised to n derivative is nx raised to n minus 1. So if this formula is used for a variable raised to some power, that for that function only. But in this example, instead of x single variable, the bracket is given, so we have to use bracket raised to n formula. So nb raised to n minus 1 into derivative of b. So here, comparing this formula with this given example, we have b value as 2z plus 1, this is your b value, and n value is minus 3. So put here in this formula, b value is bracket and n value is minus 3 here. So nb raised to n minus 1, n b raised to n minus 1 into derivative of n. So here this is minus 3, 2z plus 1 raised to minus 4, and derivative of 2z plus 1 is 2z derivative is 2 plus 1 derivative is 0. So this will be minus 6 bracket raised to minus 4. So the f dash z is minus 6. You can write as it is, or for further simplification you can take this bracket in denominator. So minus 6 upon 2z plus 1, and this minus 4 becomes plus. So this is your second derivative, minus 6 upon 2z plus 1 bracket is 2. Then the next derivative is, from this if you put a equal to 0 here, z equal to a, and a value is 0, so here z equal to 0, we get f dash 0. Then f double dash means next derivative of this function. Again, for taking the derivative, take this denominator function in numerator, so 2z plus 1 raised to 4, and then again use b raised to n formula. So here n value now changed, so n value is minus 4, b value is 2z plus 1, and this minus 6 is constant, and this is in multiplication form. So write this minus 6 as it is in the multiplication form, and take the derivative of this bracket raised to minus 4 term using b raised to n formula. So nb raised to n minus 1, n value is minus 4, so n b raised to n minus 1 into derivative of b. So minus 6 minus 4, 24, 2z plus 1 raised to minus 5, and derivative of 2z plus 1 is 2. As we have seen, derivative of 2z plus 1 is 2 in earlier step. So this is 48, 2z plus 1 raised to minus 5, and take this raised to minus 5 term in denominator, we get 48 upon 2z plus 1 raised to 5. This is your second derivative. Third derivative, again take this bracket raised to 5 which is in denominator in numerator, similarly this function, and find the derivative. So this is your assignment example. Next we will see the Lorentz series expansion in next lecture. Thank you.